Round here, them guns get the last word.
10 days ago, I said, will Tekken 8 recover / learn from the stage and DQ controversy? Now, 41% said no. 10 days later, we can see that they are trying to show some signs of learning, recovering from that controversy. Top comment. Learn, no. This is just testing how far they could go with their monetization. Recover, yes, it's no biggie for their product. So this just kind of shows you how the players feel about Bandai Namco. And I think they understand that their reputation took a big hit over the past couple of, like the past month, right? They took a really big hit. And this is them trying to make, really, I think this is Harada. If I had to give credit to anyone, I say this is probably Harada and Michael Murray really in there trying to, save the brand, save the identity of Tekken. From my opinion, that tweet, it sounded like he was really like upset about what was going on and he really wanted to fix it. And now we can look at this here and say this is probably Harada putting in work, right? The first thing that they did, and this is just focusing on what happened after Evo, was the stage DLC. A lot of players really felt betrayed and robbed because, going back to Tekken 7, when you bought the season pass, you normally got the stages. No matter what season it was, the stage was either free or it came with the season pass. Now in Tekken 8, at the start, they kept that same tradition where they gave Lydia's stage for free and everyone was like, okay, fair enough. But then when they announced that, and they really didn't announce it, players had to figure out on their own that Heihachi's stage was paid. And people was like, oh, okay, well, I get it with the Ultimate Edition. And then everyone realized, no, you don't, right? And that's when the first wave of negative backlash came through. Then there was another huge wave of backlash, which Steam has basically removed, and they removed it because it's an off-topic review activity. And this is referring to the players being upset that the Chinese person was banned from tournaments. Now, Bandai Namco did resolve that whole situation. They unbanned China. They could participate. I think they're giving that guy a free ride to the LCQ. Someone correct me in the comment section. But then they're also trying to make sure other regions can compete, Russia and so on and so forth, right? So they're doing what they can to fix that situation. I don't know if they requested Steam to wipe this out. I was doing a little bit of research on other games that got review bombed and I didn't see no other games have this white section here, only Tekken from what I was able to find. And then we also seen these other tweets from Harada where he basically was saying, people were saying you need to do the right thing, wagging their finger at Harada, and he was saying 100% like, yeah, okay, we're going to do the right thing, I'm going to fix it, okay. A couple of days later, October 17th, we have their solution. It says, we apologize for not meeting the community's expectation for the playable character year one pass, content, and the Jumanji Temple, that's Heihachi stage, DLC release method. After thoroughly discussing the feedback, the Tekken project team has decided these following measures. And you do have to acknowledge there was a discussion as well about the player base needing to read the fine details. It says playable character pass, not season pass. I think it's also on the developers to remind the players every once in a while. The fact that we sat through the whole Tekken Talk and the Heihachi Showcase and they didn't, flat out acknowledge that the stage was 100% separate, $5. Like, I think the blame could be put onto them as well. But yeah, you could blame the players for not reading the details. So what, right? There's 2 points here that they get to. Point number 1. Playable character year one pass addition. Pass owners will have access to the winter battle stage DLC without needing to purchase it separately. 2 things here. 1, they are now tying the stage back to the season passes. 2, they are confirming that a new stage is coming. So far, the only character who didn't get a stage was Eddie. And really, you can argue that stage with the rockets being shot up to the sky where the tower fall over, that's kind of Eddie's stage. Kinda. He's tied to it very heavily with the story. But they also confirmed that the DLC is releasing in winter. This is something that we already know because there's a screenshot that said that the latest the character can be released is December 31st. The real takeaway from this is the character a guest character and that character is coming with a stage like Noctis did, like Geese did, like Negan did? Or is this a Tekken character who's coming with I think this points more in the direction of a guest character again, because I don't think it's like, an Armor King will get a stage. That would be fire, but I don't think they'll do that. I think it's really is a guest character now. But it says additional content, 1 battle stage DLC scheduled for winter release. Original content, playable character DLC, Eddie, Lydia, Heihachi, and then a winner character to be determined with 72 early access, and then avatar skin Kenjin. Oh, so here they're just listing out the things that was originally available in the year one pass, just so there's no more confusion. This is what you guys are getting in the year one pass. This is step number one into them trying to fix this whole situation that unfolded pretty viciously. Number two, Tekken Coins gift. In response to the feedback, which we sincerely acknowledge, we will offer 500 Tekken Coins to everyone who logs in to Tekken 8 online during the following period. And then the period is October 29th to November 26th. So it's not now. This is probably about 2 weeks from now. But then you log in and you can get coins. Now, this is where I've seen some people upset because they just feel like it's kind of slimy that you have to log in at a specific time, and that time is like 2 weeks from now, and you know the average player may not remember. And in my opinion, bro, I think like yes, they could make it live from now until the end of time, but I kind of don't care. I'm not going to be like, how dare you guys make this a timed, 1 month login period. Like, in my opinion, if you don't log in for a whole month of Tekken 8 from October to November, I mean, what are you going to do with the coins anyways? You're basically quitting the game. If it was like a week, then okay. But this is like a month. But then when you also talk about them giving 500 coins, correct me if I'm wrong on the price of the Tekken coins, but isn't the Tekken coins like 100 coins basically equals $1? So 500 coins is basically $5. And what this is them pretty much giving a refund for the stage. And now when I say pretty much, it's not a true refund. It's not here's your $5 back. I think if they wanted to do that, it's very difficult for them to do that. They have to go through Steam, they have to go through PlayStation, they have to go through Xbox, they have to go through all of these different channels to try and refund you your $5. And that's very difficult to do. Even when games are like horrible on launch, we rarely see Sony dish out refunds. Like when they dish out refunds, you know the game is absolutely trash. And it seems like a rare thing that's done in video games. In my opinion, it should become more common. The refund period should be extended, but that's another thing. But I do think them trying to give 500 coins to every player is their way of saying the stage should have been free. We're going to give you 500 coins, which basically equals $5, and then you could buy whatever you want. In my opinion, I look at this whole thing and I say, okay, Bandai Namco, they get it. All of the complaining, all of the backlash, they understand this cannot happen anymore. In my opinion, I think they are doing the most that they can with the pressure that is being placed on them by Bandai Namco. You talk about them canceling many games. You talk about them shoving employees into rooms and trying to make them quit. It's very crazy over there at Bandai Namco right now. And it makes sense why Tekken is being so egregiously over monetized, right? And they have to turn a profit. Hopefully they add some guest characters in this game, some good DLC characters in this game. They balance the game. They do all the things necessary from this point on. I said this before already. I feel like I said this many times, but in my opinion, they cannot afford to keep stumbling and tripping over themselves.